In the world of soul and funk, some groups become legends while others become secrets, hidden in record crates, late night radio, and the memories of those who was there. In the 70s, when music was evolving faster than ever, one group created a sound that blended soul, jazz, and funk into something their own. This group's story is one of talent, change, and a legacy waiting to be rediscovered. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Side Effect. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Side Effect was formed in May of 1972 by bassist and producer Augie Johnson, along with Lometa Johnson, Jim Gilstrap, Gregory Mata, and Louis Patton. From the beginning, the group aimed to push beyond traditional soul music. They wasn't interested within staying in one lane. They wanted to experiment, to blend genres, and to create something fresh. The group performed in many LA area clubs, and within a few months, they signed their first record deal with a company that was named Avenue of America Gas Records. The group's sound stood out immediately. They combined soulful vocals, jazz-inspired musicianship, and driven funk grooves. This fusion gave the group a distinctive identity in a crowded music scene. They wasn't just a soul group. There was a musical hybrid. The group began releasing music that caught the attention of listeners who appreciated musical depth. The recordings showcased tight arrangements, strong instruments, and dynamic vocal performances. They built a following among fans who was looking for something beyond mainstream sounds. The group released their first album, Effective. Now this album failed to chart, but they was not discouraged, and they continued to evolve their sound. They changed female lead vocals from Johnson to Sylvia Neighbors, and shortly the group joined At Home Productions, which was a production company founded by Wayne Henderson of the Crusaders. This new partnership would be the group's breakthrough, and it would result in a new record deal for them when they signed with Fantasy Records. In 1975, the group released a self-titled album, but unfortunately it failed. But by the group's third album, What You Need, they had changed female vocalists again from Neighbors to Helen Lowe. This album became the group's first charted album, where it peaked number 26 on the R&B charts and 115 on the Billboard 200 charts. Two further albums was released: Going Bananas, that peaked 86 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 53 on the Billboard R&B charts, and Rainbow Visions, that peaked 135 on the Billboard 200 charts and number 57 on the Billboard R&B charts. Now during this time, the lineup included vocalist Sylvia St. James, who replaced Lowe. Although the group was charting weekly, after these four albums was released, they left Fantasy Records and signed with Electric. One of the most important chapters in the group's history was the involvement of vocalist Mickey Howard. Her voice brought intensity, emotion, and energy to the group's sound. With her, the group reached new heights. Her performances added a level of passion that elevated their music even further. In 1980, the group released an album, After the Rain. This album peaked number 70 on the R&B charts. The album, along with the group's next two albums, Portraits, that peaked number 52 on the R&B charts, and All Aboard, which did not perform well on the charts. Like many groups of the era, Side Effect experienced lineup changes. Different vocalists brought different styles and influences. Rather than weakening the group, these changes allow it to evolve. They sound shifted, adapted, and remained relevant. During the 70s, the music industry was highly competitive. Even talented groups could struggle to achieve mainstream recognition. Side Effect was one of those groups that faced challenges. Despite their quality and innovation, they remained just outside the spotlight. But their music continued to resonate with those who discovered it. As disco rose in popularity, Side Effect incorporated elements of the sound into their music. They adapted to the changing landscape while maintaining their identity. Their ability to blend styles kept them musically relevant. By 1986, Mickey Howard left the group to begin a solo career, and the group disbanded. During the group's time, they racked up such hits such as Finally Found Someone, which peaked 85 on the R&B charts,
And I searched around the world, trying.
Keep That Same Old Feeling, that peaked number 22 on the R&B charts, SOS, that peaked number 88 on the R&B charts,
More often than not, what I need is just what you got, and I'm sitting.
It's All in Your Mind, that peaked number 18 on the R&B charts,
You know your mind, though if we talk is right, you know we got the loving kind.
She's a Lady, that peaked number 68 on the R&B charts,
She's like a baby when it's crying.
Georgie Porgy, that peaked number 77 on the R&B charts, Superwoman, that peaked number 64 on the R&B charts,
So girl of steel, come to me more than it seems.
Make You Mine, that peaked number 73 on the dance charts and number 26 on the R&B charts, and Always There, that peaked number 20 on the dance charts and number 56 on the R&B charts. In 1987, the group briefly reunited and issued a single titled I Love You. After this single, the group began going by the name Augie Side Effect, where they continued to perform. On October 11th, 2014, founder Augie Johnson sadly passed away at the age of 66. On June 16th, 2020, co-founder Louis Patton sadly passed away at the age of 71. Over time, the group's music gained new appreciation. Collectors, DJs, and musicians have begun revisiting their catalog. Their recordings became known as a hidden gem of the era. The group's influence could be heard in later developments in R&B, jazz, and neo soul. Today, Side Effect is recognized as a group that pushed boundaries. They may not have achieved massive commercial success, but their artistic impact is undeniable. They represent a moment in music where experimentation and creativity was at the forefront. The group didn't follow the rules. They blended sounds and they took risks. They created music that wasn't just meant to fit in, but to stand apart. Even while history not always put them in the spotlight, their music still speaks. But true artistry doesn't disappear. It waits to be rediscovered. And when it is, it reminds us of what was special of that era. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song by Side Effect? Before I go, I want to take a second to promote my Discord. Over here, I provide a safe space for my supporters. We discuss music of all genres. You can provide me feedback on recent uploads, etc. If that interests you, then go ahead and check me out. The link is in my bio. While I have y'all here, if you would like to support the channel further, then feel free to become a member. By doing so, you help make these videos possible. I thank each and every one of you who supported me along this journey.